What's up, everybody? It is finally Friday. Hope everybody's having a good week so far. It's almost the weekend. It looks like I'm probably going to be working this weekend anyway. Such is my life. But there's worse things to complain about. So we've got a lot, and it is overgrown pretty bad. Yeah, this one's pretty bad. She's not very big. It's only about a little under half acre, like 0.4 of an acre, 0.48 of an acre, I think is what Onyx said. Some of it's already been cleared out a little bit over here, but so we probably got about 0.4 of an acre to do, but she's thick. She is thick. So let me show you what I got, what we've got to do, and we'll get started. All right, got Big Munch, got the TMC Kinsella TWF 180 on the ASV 120, and if you like what you're about to see with this TWF 180, you can contact my friends over at CC Equipment. They're a full line dealer of all this awesome TNC Kinsella equipment, skid steers, mini excavators, PTO tractors, the little mini skid heads, we've got those. They're a full line dealer of all this stuff, so if you need a mulcher for your setup, give them a call. There's a link in the description there's a link in the description below, and you can use the promo code IDIGIT and they'll hook you up. So yeah, you got a job today, son. Got a job for you. So this is what we got. This is just a bunch of grapevine and kudzu and vines and all kinds of mess. There's nothing big in here we have to take down. I'm not messing with any of these big trees or none of that stuff, but all of this is just completely overgrown. What I'm guessing is this lot was cleared at some point, and now it's been overgrowing for about a decade or so. So I've got to figure out, it's not been surveyed, but if I overcut it, I don't think we're I don't think anyone's gonna be super mad about it. But I think the property line, I gotta look on Onyx, it's somewhere over in here is somewhere. So I'll be looking out on my phone. I'll cut close enough to it. If we overcut it a little bit, I don't think anyone's gonna care. We're not like we're taking down timber or anything, but I'll try to find it as close as I can. Maybe even kind of cut a little bit to this side of it based on what Onyx says, just to be on the safe side. But yeah, that's what we got. As you can see, it's all just a big overgrown junky mess. I did that lot across the street last year. If you guys remember, there was that old house. They moved the house. We went back there behind there and cleared all that out. Looks like it's already starting to overgrow again, but I can't do nothing about that. But we got this lot now, so let's get started. halfway through this lot, getting to about the halfway point, and we are mowing this stuff down. A lot of wisteria in here. Good night, there's a lot of wisteria in here. A lot of it. A lot of grapevine too. And God knows what else. It's a jungle in here for sure. But you guys can see, man, this TMC, that's one forward and one back. I got mulch. I'm done. And this stuff is thick. And this stuff is not playing around. I've had the wisteria wrap up in this mulcher several times. Goodness. If it had any more trees than this, it'd be more of a pain in the butt, but it's not too bad. There it went. Oh yeah, down here she goes. Alright, I got a big clump of grapevine coming off that pine tree right there. I'm just going to cut all that. You're not going to get it down out of that pine tree anyway, so let's just cut it off. And whoever comes to clear these trees for the developer, they can deal with it. Wrapped up around a big pine right here. I'm going to raise this up just a bit. Just going to shave that right down off that pine. And I'm going to push this tree over right here. Let's see if it'll take those vines with it off that pine. I think I got most of it. Yeah, there it comes. Let's pancake it one more time. That'll bring it down. There we go. Oh no, I got a big... Let me get that branch off the side of the machine. Oh, get off. Oh, that's better. Done while it's actually not super hot out. I mean, it's warm, but next week is going to be like really hot. But I might be in Charlotte for some TMC stuff, so that would be good. Oh, there we go. There's the big wad of wisteria. Look at us pulling that whole vine out of the tree. Oh, no, 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 don't do that. Don't do that. Come on. Alright, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to show you guys a little trick. You see the vine right there? I'm going to run it over with my track and it'll pull it right out from up underneath the mulcher. it's just getting re-wrapped up in there now. Oh, there it went. We got it. What's going to happen here is I'm going to hit this vinyl wisteria, and there's nothing I can do about it. And it's just going to get wrapped up in there again, and it's just going to have to work itself out. Sounds like there's already still a piece in there. There it goes. All right, here we go. Watch it. Oh, maybe not. Oh, no. Oh, there it went. And once that happens, you just gotta let it run up in there and just run itself out. The mulcher will eventually chew it up. Man, wisteria is the worst. See that on the time lapse and be like, what is he doing over there with the mulcher? Oh, that's gonna be funny. I don't care what kind of mulcher it is, no mulcher likes wisteria, not a one of them. But this TMC does a really good job with it. Mainly because it has those counter cutters inside the liner that just, when that wisteria goes up in there, it just grinds it, breaks it up very quickly. Bulldozing it down. I'm just running into a wall of this stuff. Wall of it. All that's wisteria. All that green. Alright, we're just about there. We're making progress, so stay tuned and we'll see what this bad Well, folks, that's it. Found the corner back here. I was shocked that they didn't mark it up there. The developer didn't even tell me it had been surveyed, but I couldn't find any stake or flag or nothing up there at the front. But then I got to this tree, this big tree right here, and I saw a little ribbon on the ground like it had been tied to something, and I was like, well, and I was using Onyx as I came down that line, so I was like, all right, I'm pretty close, I think, on the line. And this lot kind of widens as it comes back just a little bit, but there's the corner right there. So I mean, I'm basically right on the line through there. I mean, there was another flag right there, so that's close enough. This is just so the developer can come through here and see what they got. I mean, this is nothing final or finished. He's probably gonna put a house or multi housing. I don't know what they're gonna do with it. He's gonna do some type of housing here. So obviously they're gonna come in here. These trees have got to come down. They got to strip all this off and everything and develop it. So this was just to kind of get a lay of the land of what's going on here. Once you clear these trees off, this is a nice little lot right here. This is not a bad little lot. It needs a little fill, gets a little low right in there. It didn't seem wet, but there's a low spot right there. But this could definitely be usable. Needs a little fill dirt, but other than that, but I started this job at 5 after 11 is when I turned the mulcher on up there, and I walked out of the machine to grab the GoPro at 1:48. I did a ½ acre of overgrown hell in less than 3 hours. Like, this lot is 0.48 acres is what it is. So right at a ½ acre. That is insane production of how overgrown this was. This 120 with this TMC Kinsella TWF 180 is just a freaking monster, son. That is incredible production. So I couldn't be happier with this coming in here and making this look good. It really did turn out nice. Like I said, I don't have to go around and clean up around all the trees and stuff. This is just, like I said, to get the developer in here so he can see, because you couldn't walk through this. Like, you couldn't see what you had in here, what the lay of the land was. You couldn't see nothing. So now they can come in here and kind of start game planning what they want to do, what they've got, what trees need to come down, and get some engineering, some planning in here, or whatever they're going to do. But that should work. That should work for them. Ain't got to be anything pretty, but it is effective, and that's all they're looking for. So that works good. So yeah, you guys saw the ad. So if you guys like this setup, you know, you can always contact CCE. But man, dude, I love this TWF for stuff like this. These clear cuts just goes right through it. Smoke it. All right, well, it's Friday. I'm gonna go try to enjoy the rest of my day. So I'm gonna get this thing cleaned off. She's an unholy mess. Turn the truck around, load everything up, and we'll get out of here. So have a great weekend, everybody. Check you later.